Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about 46 plus tips and tricks for the Google Pixel 6. So if you have this phone, then make sure you stay locked in with me, because we're going to be going in detail on all of the tips and tricks for this device. And we're also going to be, covering some features that you may not have heard before or seen before. But if it's your very first time to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. Thank you for coming through and sharing your time with me. But if you're already a part of the crew, I truly appreciate you too. So just keep in mind, you might want to grab a snack or some food or something like that, or a drink, because this detailed video might be long. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But let's just jump into the quick tips and tricks that I do want to share with you. So the first one is to go into the call menu right here where it says the phone dialer, and you want to hit corner, right? So hit that and then hit settings, and then you're going to go all the way down until you see flip to silence right here. So just keep in mind that if you get a phone call and you're in an environment like at work or something, make sure you turn this on so that when you get the phone call, all you have to do when the phone is ringing is flip it and the phone will silence. Now, the next thing you want to do is to go into direct my call, which is all the way at the top, and screen spam and screen call. And basically when you hit direct my call, you have like a robot that's going to basically use the assistance technology on your phone to listen to the businesses so it can recognize and display a phone menu. So I think that's pretty cool whenever you receive a phone call on here. Now you can also go to hold for me, and you could basically see when your assistant can wait on hold for you, and then basically it uses the assistant and the device's technology to recognize when someone is ready to talk to you. So I think that's pretty cool. Now in the same menu, go to spam and call settings, and then what you want to do is click right here where it says spamming and possibly fake numbers, right? So just hit that, and then basically what's going to happen is that you're going to get the call screen, and basically whenever a fake number, a spam, or a first-time caller comes up, the assistant will alert you. So the next thing you want to do is go into the settings menu where it says, it's going to say, continued conversation inside of apps. So basically just go down to apps and then go to, the special features inside of here. And then what you want to do is locate. So while we're inside of apps, you want to locate this option right here where it says assistant. So just go ahead and click assistant, and then it's going to say continued conversation. So if you get asked a question on Google without having to reactivate the Google, hey Google or whatever, just turn that on and it's like talking to a person. So I definitely think that's pretty cool that it does offer that feature. Now the fifth tip I want to show you is going to be inside of the settings and go to display. And once you go into display, basically what you're going to do is go down to the bottom, and what I wanted to show you was something pretty cool. You have to actually hit lock screen, and then when you hit lock screen, you can go to now playing, and then make sure that you have this on, because whenever you're in a cafe or a public environment where some music is playing, it'll recognize the music and it'll save it to your phone right here. So anytime a song was playing and I was outdoors, my phone was automatically recording whatever song was playing. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, another feature on this device is going to be inside of the battery option. And what you want to do is turn this battery option on, because when you go ahead and you go to battery right here, you're going to locate battery share right here. So just go ahead and activate that feature. And now that you have that feature activated right here, it's called battery share. You can basically take your Bluetooth headphones that have wireless charging, put them on the phone, and you're gonna see the the light on the charger. Basically turn the earbuds on, and with that feature on, the earbuds will automatically wirelessly charge on your handset. Now another feature that I find really cool on this device is the Google Assistant button, and it's basically this button right here, because all you have to do is hold this button. Who are the Knicks playing tomorrow? Okay, so it'll show you who's playing tomorrow. So you basically have your Google Assistant at the touch of a button. Now, one of the favorite things I like to do is go into the voice notes, because that has this thing where it says transcribes your voice notes. And let me just show you when you open up a voice recording. So let's say you actually are listening to something. You can transcribe the voice right here by hitting this button. And then when you're finished listening to that, you could basically hit save. But what you want to do is go back to the clip right here at the top, and then go hit the three dots, hit the share button right here, and then basically you could change it into a video clip right here. And what I like to do is transform it into this layout right here, where you could put it at this mode, and then it basically saves it in this format, and then you create the voice clip video, which is pretty cool. So another feature I like is that when you're receiving a phone call or something like that on your device, it'll come up like this, and you can see it says screen call. Basically what you want to do is hit this button in the middle, and basically what happens is you can hit the screen call button, pay you back your money. So basically, after they tell you the reason why they're calling, you could basically decide whether you want to pick up the phone call or not. So I think that's a really cool feature. Now, another really useful feature is going to be inside of messages, and make sure you click the three dots and hit settings. Because what you want to do is you want to go to the chat feature, which is located right at the top. And then make sure you just hit that. And then after you hit that, you're going to have this thing where it says basically all the chat features. So you can enable chat, read receipts, type indicators and stuff like that. But you could turn those off so that the person that you're talking to doesn't know when you've read the message, sent the message, or anything of that nature. Now, another feature I found really cool on this device is voice to type. So if you're going to be sending a text message to somebody, make sure you use the voice to type, because it's going to be very accurate. So basically you can see the keyboard right here, then you're going to hit the microphone button right here, and you can long hold it, and that's going to be for voice notes, right? You could do like voice, yo, what's going on, how's everything going today, I just wanted to say happy birthday. And then you could basically have a voice message, or you can go right here to the keyboard and hold down the microphone, and you could basically, hey, what's going on, happy birthday, just wanted to wish you, you know what I'm saying, all the blessings and stuff like that. And so basically that's going to be a cool feature when you're typing, because you can basically save yourself time from typing on the keyboard. Now, another really cool feature is the one-handed typing on here, which is pretty cool. So let's say you want to do some typing with one hand. Basically, you hit those three dots right here at the top of the keyboard right here and hit one-handed mode, and you could flip it to the righty or lefty side. And basically, what's the weather for today? And then you could pretty much type with one hand on here. Another feature that I use quite often is the double tap on the power button to get to the camera. And that's going to give me quick access to my camera. So whenever I need to take a quick shot within a really short period of time, I could just do that as a shortcut. Now, another cool feature is inside of settings when you go to emergency SOS, and it's going to be a separate folder right here. And then you click emergency SOS, and basically you tap this button 5 times. You can enter the people that you want to contact and tell them what you want, and it'll record a video of what's going on, and it'll share that with your emergency contacts, and it'll call 911 at the same time. So if you're in an emergency situation, you will have help on the way. Now, another feature I use a lot of the time is the Google Lens. If I don't know the name of something, I'll actually go right here where it says search with camera, and then I'll just put the Google Lens on the object, and the Google Lens will identify what the object is. And all you have to do is it'll vibrate when it recognizes the object, and then you hit search, and then it'll tell you what the object that you're looking at actually is. Now, another thing you want to do if you're the type of person who likes instant messenger, then go to settings right here and go into notifications, and then click chat bubbles, because whenever you get a chat message pop up on your screen, it's going to come on the screen with this really cool chat bubble, and you could decide whether you want to open, close it, or have it floating on the screen. But I definitely think that it's pretty cool that it does have that option. Now, another thing that's cool is, let's say you're inside of your camera and you decide to take a cool picture. This is the cool picture, but do me a favor, if you're enjoying the video content so far, do me a favor, hit both the like and the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you can subscribe, get notified for more videos just like this, and definitely do that. But if you, let's say you're taking a cool picture right now and you decide you want to erase one of the people that was actually walking over the object, hit tools, right, and then click magic eraser, and basically it's going to help you remove those people from the picture, so you don't have to do that. It's going to actually do that through the editing software. Now, another thing that's cool, if you just took a picture and you don't want it to be accessible in your gallery, basically you're going to hit the 3 dots and it's going to say right here, move this item to the locked folder. And you could set up the locked folder as pretty much a place to save discrete information, not discrete information, like really sensitive information that you just want to share with yourself. Now, another feature that they added in Android 12 was basically you could swipe up right here, and if you were in a message, like one of these things, like that you wanted to, basically, I use this a lot when I'm getting comments right here on my channel, and let's say I have to translate a language, I can select the text right from the screen right here, and then I can copy and paste it right here, copy, and then I can select that text and then paste it into like the translate app, which is basically right here. And then if it's in another language, it'll let me know what that language is. So I definitely like the fact that they have that select tool right here for you to actually select text so that you can translate or just, copy and text information on the fly. Now you're probably saying to yourself, this is the power button, but why doesn't it turn my phone off? It's just giving me the Google Assistant, right? So basically what you have to do is touch this the top power button and the top volume rocker at the same time. I just touched the volume rocker. And then it's gonna give you that emergency, lockdown, restart, and turn off your device. But if you only had one hand free, basically you could swipe down right here, and then the power button is going to be right there on your notification bar. Now, we talked about the Translate app briefly, but what I did was add a widget for the Translate app. It's also right here on your apps right there. Now, basically, you can translate any language. You could switch to what language you want to talk into. So I'm English, and then I could change it to basically translate to any of these languages. And they always add new ones, right? So they're always going to have a way for you to talk to people in another language. What's the best restaurant in this area? What's the best restaurant in this area?
¿Cuál es el mejor restaurante de esta zona?
Now, another thing that's pretty cool is this game you can still play. It was available on Android 11 from Android. I'm saying Android 12 is now still available, and it's going to be like on your control panel. So basically right here where you go to device controls, you hit that option and you can play this cat game. You could like refill the water right here, and you save that right there, and then you can refill the water, and like you can tap here and cats will come, and you could collect the cats, you could feed them, you could clean them, and you could take care of them. So it's definitely a pretty cool app when you want to attract different fun things. When you want to play this in the background, it's pretty cool. You could kind of mess around with this throughout the day. I think that's pretty cool. So let's say you're scrolling in Facebook right here, and then you want to use the split screen menu. So you can just swipe up right here, then long hold the icon at the top and hit split screen, and it will cut the screen in half, so you can look at 2 different things at once on this device. So it's not going to do 3/4 when you're in this mode, right? But it will probably do the 3/4 like right here, so you could have like half of the screen more, and then you could do like the 1/4 option. So you could scroll between 2 apps, right? And then you can also just see what's going on in between the 2. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, another thing is that if you're going to be recording videos, if you want to get your voice to be louder and the background noises to cancel out, it has this option right here where the arrow is. And basically you could click more settings right here. And basically what it is that there is an option for you to do, you know, voice enhancement. So basically, usually that's going to be available right here at the top. And it has this thing right here called speech enhancement, selfie illumination. But you can see right here, if you do the speech enhancement feature, when you're talking, it's going to actually block out background noises. And it's basically going to allow people to hear the video a lot better, hear your voice a lot better. Now, you may have gotten the Google Pixel Buds in the bundle. So one of the things I recommend doing is getting the Buds widget app, or the widget app for the Samsung, not the Samsung, the Google A series Buds. So you basically go to widgets and you scroll all the way down until you see Pixel Buds. Then you hit the shortcut and then you can drag it right onto your home screen just like that. And it's going to give you the Pixel Buds widget, which I think is pretty cool. So when you enter that widget, you will have quick access to your in-ear detection, sound EQ, find your locate your device, and touch controls as well. So you get all these features, which is definitely pretty cool. Now, if you made it this far in this video, I truly appreciate you for coming through. Do me a favor, take about 30 seconds to a minute, maybe even more than that. Come back to the video after your brain has been refreshed, mental health, you know what I'm saying? And let's jump right back into the video. Now, another thing that's cool is if you want your screen to rotate this way and it's not doing that, just long hold the screen, go to home settings, and then right here you can see it says right here, allow home screen to rotate, then get out of here. And then when you actually rotate the screen now, it will actually rotate with you. So I think that's pretty cool. Well, this phone doesn't have facial recognition. So one thing I recommend doing is going into security, and then basically you can go into where it says right here, advanced settings. And then right here, you're gonna see that it says options right here called smart lock. And basically you wanna enter your PIN right there. And then after you enter your PIN right there, you want to detect on body detection, because whenever you're moving or the phone is in your hand and you're moving, you don't actually have to unlock your device with the fingerprint. You could just basically unlock it because it's on you. So let me just let you see that. See, it's automatically unlocked. I didn't even have to do nothing. But while we're in the security, basically what you want to do is go to app security, and then this thing will scan all of your apps to make sure that you don't have any apps that are harmful to your device, and then you can just uninstall it if you do find any apps that are harmful to your device. Now, another thing I heard a lot of people talking about that I did find out myself too, is that when you actually swipe down right here, the notification panel only shows those 2 bars. It doesn't show all 4 of them. You have to do 2 swipes. So what I recommend doing is taking 2 fingers and swiping down. Right here, you're gonna see that it'll only swipe down with 1 finger, but if you use 2, it'll swipe all the way down. If you keep going all the way down, it'll do that, but with 1 finger, it doesn't do that, right? So you have to use 2, and then it'll actually show you the whole notification bar. Now, another thing I thought was pretty sick is, you see how like my fonts, the accented color is green, and then the apps are themed to that green color. Well, basically all I did was I went into the settings, and then I went into the wallpaper and icons, and then I went down here where it says themed icons, and you can actually get the icons to change to that green color, which is gonna match the highlighted color. So I definitely think that's pretty cool. And then if you don't want that green color anymore, you could change it to like the lavender color, but it's basically gonna match up with all the colors of your wallpaper that you're currently using. And if you don't like the wallpaper colors that you're currently using, you could always switch it to some different wallpaper colors right here that they do actually recommend. Now, the next tip that we're going to be talking about has to do with your battery. Go into battery and go into battery option right here. You're going to see battery saver. Now, this is going to be only when your phone is like with like 20% left. You just hit this button, and then you could even hit another button right here called extreme battery saver, which is going to limit notifications, put your phone in airplane mode. It's going to save it so that it can last like another couple of hours, maybe a half a dozen hours. But you could even schedule this to come on based on your routine or based on your battery percentage. And whenever it's at like 5%, 20% or something like that, you can schedule it to come on. So I definitely think that's just a pretty cool, useful feature. And there's another option right here in the battery settings called adaptive preferences, extending battery life right here, which is automatically, I'm going to turn these on because it'll extend the battery life based on your usage, and it'll actually charge steadily overnight to preserve long-term battery life. So it basically will keep your battery going for a much longer time. And of course, if you don't suffer from battery anxiety like me, well, this device, you won't really have to worry about that because it does last a full day. But if you just wanted to show the thing right here where it's not showing the battery percentage, you could just leave it like that. But if you're just curious to see what the battery is at all times, you could turn on that feature and it will tell you the battery percentage at all times. Now, another thing that I thought was pretty cool is like for people who have trouble seeing, you know, thin text, they can go to accessibility. And basically what you want to do is right here where it says, you know, text and display, you can make the text actually more bold. So it's a lot bigger and more defined. So if you have trouble seeing the words, just hit that feature and then the text will be bolder and it'll be a lot easier for your eyes. Now, another really cool feature that I find extremely helpful is inside of the keyboard with this device. And let's just delete this text, right? And you can see the text is bold, so it's going to be a lot easier on your eyes. But let's just say that you just got a message from somebody in another language. Inside of this option right here in the center, you're going to see this button right here. Hit that. And basically, it'll detect what language you're typing in and translate it to English, or you could translate it to any other language of your preference. But I just find this to be really useful. Let me see. Close app. So let me see. How was your day? And then you could translate that to Greek. You know what I'm saying? And then you could copy and paste that and send it off to somebody that speaks Greek. Another thing that's pretty cool with the keyboard is if you wanted to hover over something or just move it around, you have this option to float the keyboard around and get it out of the way of a picture or something like that. Or maybe you just want it to be up here while you're typing so you could read down below. So I think that's pretty cool. You could place the keyboard anywhere where you want, and then when you're done with it, you can just grab it with this thing and then kind of like guide it back into the dock, which is pretty cool. Now, another thing that's going to be pretty cool with this device is the game dashboard. Go to apps inside of settings and then go into right here where it says game settings. And then what you can do is actually turn on the game dashboard and shortcuts in games. And then you can turn on do not disturb for when you're actually playing games, so you won't get disrupted. But let's just say you turn on a random game on here, and let's say you're just getting ready to play like something on here. The thing will open up automatically, right? The game dashboard. And basically once you have the game dashboard open, you know, it will, like, it's right here on the side, and it will give you the option to do right here. It'll add a shortcut for taking a screenshot. It'll also add the recording screen thing. It'll also add you frames per second counter on the screen, and it'll also have this do not disturb feature. But let's say you were scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, and I know Facebook, it's hard to see the same thing twice. Like, I never saw the same thing twice on Facebook. So let's say you're scrolling and you just want to save something real quick because you know you're never going to see it again. Then you could take a quick screenshot, right? You could definitely take a quick screenshot shot of whatever you're looking through. So let's say you want to share the next statistics right here. Just hit the power button and the bottom volume rocker and just click that at the same time. And then hit right here, and you're going to get the option to put text on it, erase it, draw on it, crop it, and anything of that nature. But you will have that screenshot available, and you can change the colors, you could change the font, you can mark it up, and everything of that nature. You can erase everything on there. Then you can just save it, share it, and then it's good to go. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far. We're almost done through the video, so I only have about 4 or 5 more tips left. So if you're enjoying the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and get notified for more videos just like this. And let's jump into the next tip. Now, one thing that I do with this device is when I'm using it at nighttime, I like to put it at extra dim on right here. So this feature is going to be available right here on the screen. It's extremely bright. This panel is extremely bright on the eyes. The colors kind of pierce right through your pupils. So if it's nighttime, you want to turn this thing on, and you actually want to turn the night light on as well, because it will help you go to sleep faster. So use those features in the nighttime, and I definitely think it'll be pretty cool. Now, this might be not as easy as it looks, but you have the weather here up top, right? But let's say you want it to be bigger, like how I did it right here. It's going to give you the weather widget option. All you have to do is hit widgets right here and then scroll down at the bottom until you see the option where it says Google, and then it's going to give you the Google weather widget right here. So just long hold this. You could swipe it over to a new window or something like that, and then you have the weather widget feature. You can make it smaller, right? You can make it smaller. So I definitely think this is a pretty cool feature. Now, another thing that I did do with this device is, if you want to save battery on this device, you can go to display and you can go into right here where it says display, and you can change it from the smooth display. Let's say you're not using the display, right? Let's just say you're listening to music, save battery a little bit, right? And turn that off. And you probably won't notice the difference, right? Well, I did notice the difference, because like it won't be choppy when you're scrolling. It'll just be smooth. So you can see right here, it's not choppy. But let's say you were deciding to put that back on, you can just go right back in and then turn that back on, and then you can see it's not as choppy, but it's gonna save you battery when that feature is off. But I definitely like the way it looks when it's on. Another thing I like to do is block numbers that I'm not really sure, like if it says unknown, I like to just block those. Or you can add numbers that you want to block right here. And how you get to this screen is you basically go into the settings right here where it says calling, or your contacts or anything like that. And then you can basically, it's going to give you that blocked numbers feature where you can block unknown callers. And then you can enter the numbers that are giving you headaches, hiccups, and bellyache. But hopefully you guys did find this video helpful. If you did find it possible or helpful in the least bit possible, helpful to you, make sure you subscribe, get notified for more videos just like this. And make sure you hit the like button and show your support and appreciation by hitting the bell icon. Leave a comment down below, and also let me know if I missed any tips that you would like to add to this video. Put it in the comment section so that it can help other people. And if you did want to share this video with somebody who has the Google Pixel 6, make sure you send them this video, share it to them so that they can know some more tips and tricks for their Google Pixel 6. Let's say they just got the device, right? Make sure that they stay in tune with all the latest features about the Google Pixel 6. But if you have more, leave it in the comments. But I'm going to get right back with you. It's your boy Serrano. Thank you for watching the entire video, and I'll see you in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll get right back with you. Later, group. Peace.